My name is Stephanie Shipton. I'm from the National Governors Association, and along with the Center for School Change, we've had the distinct honor and joy of working with the Governor's Office to put together this meeting for you. I have the pleasure of introducing Governor Nathan Deal, who, as is clear by his time spent today and throughout his administration, is extremely dedicated to making the education opportunities in Georgia much better for your youth. So without further ado, I'll introduce Governor Deal.
Well, thank you very much. It's good to be with you this morning. I want to thank you, first of all, for participating in this Race to the Top Innovation Fund Technical Assistance Workshop. As you may know, this is a part of a $19.4 million Innovation Fund grant program that was part of our Race to the Top application. We have had the first award winners were announced last month, and of course we're looking forward to this second round. And I'm sure that's what most of you are here for, because you're interested in participating in it. From my point of view, it is one of the great opportunities that we have to further STEM education in our state, and I think we know that those are the areas where we need the most help. I do want to thank the National Governors Association Center for Best Practices for being a participant with and a sponsor of this workshop today. When it comes to best practices, excuse me, when it comes to best practices, I certainly think we couldn't be at a more appropriate place than right here at Georgia Tech. Excuse me. As you may know, 3 of the top winners that were announced in the first round had associations with Georgia Tech as a part of their innovation application. So we appreciate Georgia Tech's participation with those winners, and I'm sure some of you probably have been dealing with Georgia Tech as well. We see this opportunity as an excellent way to jumpstart education in the state of Georgia. We know that we need incubators for far-thinking ideas, and that's what this is designed to do. So we want to encourage you to push the envelope, as we say here, to think outside the box for all the other cliches you can think of. We want you to be on the cutting edge of what you believe is the best way to develop the potential of the minds that we have, excuse me, of the minds that we have that are entrusted to us in the education system of our state. We know that some of you have already come up with some very good ideas, and I was told by the members of the panel that it was a very hard choice in that first round of determining who the winners would be, and they are certainly looking forward to the new applications that will be submitted as a part of this second round of competition. I think the point that I would leave with you most is this, and that is, we don't know what the horizon looks like on the other side of it. We know what the horizon might appear to be, but we don't want to try to tell you what is on the other side of that mountain. We want you to be creative in deciding what you think is there and how you think you can address the issues and the challenges that our young people will face when they cross that mountain. We know the landscape is changing every day. It's changing in technology. Excuse me. I have to check what I put in my coffee this morning. I apologize. But I was saying that I think that you're on the cutting edge of doing what is important for the future. We know that we have great challenges in our K through 12 education in this state. We have a lot of ground to make up, and it is very different as you go across our state as to the challenges that are presented. And that's why this Innovation Fund approach allows you to address the challenges that you think are most appropriate in your area and in your domain. And we expect you to do that, do it creatively, and I want to just wish you all the very best. Thank you for participating in this process. I hope that we will all look back on this and say that this truly was one of the best components of our Race to the Top application, was to be able to jumpstart those good ideas that otherwise would have languished and probably would never have been able to be funded. Because I think what we will all learn from the process is that if something works, then let's try to replicate it across the state. Because not every system has the opportunity or the financial resources to be able to be the incubators and the experimenters. If you get the extra funding in the Innovation Fund stimulus, then you will have that ability to make those kind of judgments and to try to test things that might otherwise never have had the opportunity to be experimented with. I wish you the very best. I know that we will see some very creative applications, and I thank you all for your interest in education of our young people and also for your interest in this particular project. Thank you very much.